Almost every cyclist that starts a weight loss program probably fails. You see, the thing is, weight loss is challenging, but it can become very frustrating if the only metric that's guiding you is the number that's coming back from the scales. You see, in over 30 years of coaching, I have seen so many cyclists make the same mistakes, but not you. Not today, because I'm going to share with you my Lean Ride 3-step transformation program. A program that uses cycling and smart nutrition, and it will have your fitness going through the roof and your weight hitting those targets that you've always dreamed of. Also, I'll share with you foods that are going to supercharge your fitness and your recovery. So stick around to the end of the video. All right, let's start with step one. Okay, part one of this process is what I call thrive and not deprive. You've been here before. You've removed things from your diet, all the unhealthy things that you see straight away, and within hours, never mind days or weeks, you want them, you crave them. You see, what we've got to do is take a process of time and trick our brain. We want to create habits that are lifelong and unbreakable. So don't remove the shit from your diet. No, I know, I hear you now saying, Coach, how am I going to lose weight if I don't do that? Look, what we're going to do is we're going to filter in from the top 5-star foods, 5-star meals. And as they grow at the top end of your diet, the negative stuff is going to remove all by itself. It's that simple, but it takes time. And you've got to be disciplined to it. But you've got to be honest. You've got to look at your diet and say, okay, this is crap. What's crap? The processed foods, the takeaways, the things that are just so easy and handy for you. You're falling foul of all the marketing traps around there. You can do better. So look at your foods. For me, for example, I look at what's going to bring lower inflammation, what's going to bring a higher punch in terms of my protein, what's going to bring a higher punch in terms of my complex carbohydrates. If I give you a list of 20 foods, easy for you to go and follow, but you need to do the research. Here's why. If you find out about the foods, about the information in terms of what they will bring to you, you gain power, you gain knowledge, and that power allows you control. Yes, you got on a journey. There's plenty of things that I use. Okay, so one of my favorites is my soluble fiber and my avocado. I've got selections of nuts that I have. I've got selection of different types of grains, etc. There's so much out there, but you need to do the work. I need to force you into making sure you understand your diet. Where is all the 5-star foods at the moment? And where is all the 1-star foods? It is impossible once you get into this process to bring in more 1-star foods, because the guilt that you will hit 24 hours after eating that shit is going to be so impactful for you that you will not go back there, okay? So, blank canvas, you're going to roll out this red carpet effect to your diet, whereby you're just going to add, maybe weekly, one meal, one food group. Hey, I even challenge you to improve your cooking skills. Maybe you could become chief chef for one day at least a week, and you're bringing in something new every week. Do not fall into those habits of routine, the same things on the same day. Come on, be creative. Food is amazing. There are so many ways that we can add key nutrients. That's your challenge. Thrive, do not deprive. Part two is all about the metrics you're measuring. What are you doing right now? You're standing on the scales, maybe even every day. You see, your scales are measuring your mass, and your mass doesn't give the whole story. We need to dial into your fat percentage and your lean tissue percentage. You need a set of smart scales. If you haven't got them, they're the best upgrade you're going to make. So forget wheels, shoes, new pedals, power meter. Get yourself a set of smart scales if you're really invested into changing your body metrics. Men, I challenge you to get your body fat under 20%. Women, I challenge you to get your body fat under 30%. It can be done. And if you want to make a lasting change to your health, to your cycling, and to your body mass, you've got to do it this way. Now, many people are measuring their weight every single day. The temptation to do it is there, and I'm not going to stop you doing it, but you have to understand that we need to look at patterns over a week, over a month. Did you know the longer ride you do, when you go over 2 hours, and you go over that stored energy level, even replacing energy, your body will hold on to more fluid. Yeah. Because it wants to suspend carbohydrates in your system because it's scared you're going to do it again. So you could do a long ride on the Saturday, a long ride on the Sunday, and Monday comes, you're 1 kilogram heavier. Holy shit, what's going on, coach? you're just retaining water. But if you look at the pattern over a week, over a month and longer, you'll see the changes, but your smart scales won't lie to you where that lean tissue is at. Get it up. And I'm not talking about putting mass on, we're talking about what's called your muscle tone, how many fibers you contract when you want that muscle to work. And far too many people are only contracting a small amount. Let's increase muscle activation together. Hey coach, what is a reasonable weight loss for a week? Well, 1 kilogram is feasible, depending obviously where you're starting from, but that 1 kilogram, did you know that in an equivalent bike purchase to go 1 kilogram lower, you're probably gonna have to spend around $1,500 to $2,000 more dollars. You can lose that in a week just by changing your habits and measuring the proper metrics. Before I move on to the next point, I want you to understand that all the points I am making, they're made by cyclists every single day. And look, it goes even further than that, because in 30 years of coaching, I have seen so many cyclists make the same mistakes. And I've put together the 5 most common mistakes in my new book. And you can grab a copy of that book for free so that you avoid making those mistakes, so that your journey progresses every single day in the right direction, so that you get the results that you deserve. The link is in the description. Click it now. It's all yours for free. Right, let's get on to the next point. Okay, point 3, the exercises, the fun part. Well, not so much fun because you're going to have to work hard. But see, the thing is, we're going to work soft and hard. And if we can mix the two together, we're going to open up doors to your fat loss, to your lean tissue gain than you've possibly never done before. The first thing, you've got to throw out all fake workouts, the fake zone 2. The one where you're sliding into zone 3, the one where you're doing a group ride, but it's not really zone 2, but you just want to hang on because it's ego-based. Cut that bullshit out from now. If you really want to get the results, you've got to do it. So dial into the middle of the zone 2 because that metabolic response, increasing your mitochondrial efficiency, is going to burn fat for fuel. And that fat for fuel is fundamental to the long-term gains. Movement is medicine, and zone 2 is the best medicine you can take. Now, we can play around with the zone 2 once we get much more efficient at it, and we can do low cadence zone 2. We can do this indoors, we can do it outdoors when we're climbing, and you can then slide into some of your key workouts. What's low cadence? 60 RPM is the ideal number if you can hit it. If you can go a little bit lower, great, but you don't want to over torque through your knees. And by riding slowly at 1 RPM per second, we engage more of the fast twitch fibers. We can thicken the muscle fiber and we can recruit more fibers, but the percentage of lean tissue working goes up. And this is essential to go along with your mitochondrial efficiency because you are improving that metabolic response. Lean tissue burns more calories at rest than fat. Remember that, write it down, pin it up, okay? Because it's super important. So you can dial into higher powers at lower cadence. Sure, you may see other gains in terms of your heart rate coming down, but feel the pedal stroke on those outdoor climbs. Feel. Now you will know when you're over torquing, when you're starting to grind. Avoid that. That's super important because we don't want to put too much pressure on the lumbar, but it's a fun way. Now you want an even more fun way, if that's good use of the English language.
You don't speak English, coach. I know.
My 10-second cell buster. Think of the muscle cell as having 5 to 7 seconds worth of fuel, the phosphocreatine system. We're going to empty that because far too many people don't really empty it, so they don't really refill it. Think about it, empty, refill. We open up doors that's going to help you along your journey because by going through that process, you're really putting a laser into your metabolic response. And all we need to do is a short sprint. We can start with 10 seconds. Even 7 seconds is okay. And you're going to spread these out, maybe 1 ride per week. Can you do 3 of them? Maybe 4. Some of you will be up to 10 within a couple of months. You can have 10 minutes rest between them, but you've got to go all in on that sprint. Even I get out of breath sometimes. Can you increase your peak power over a period of time? You cannot grow more fast twitch fibers, but you're going to recruit them. And when you start to recruit them, you will increase your metabolic basal rate. You'll burn more calories at rest. Oh my God, it's too easy, isn't it? Now, it's hard work to do, but also if you've not got power, speed. You can measure your speed and you can see how fast you can go in particular sections. Use a particular hill to sprint into. Use a particular straight part of road or indoors. It's a game worth playing. Because if you neglect your muscle maintenance, especially over the age of 40, you're fucked. Because your posture will go down and you're naturally losing lean tissue. So if you're trying to lose weight by diet alone, it's not going to work. You need to upgrade your thinking. It's that simple. You've got control, more control than you think. Okay, here's that little secret tip I promised you at the start of the video. Did you know that the wrong type of fuel, no matter how hard you're training, is going to prevent your weight loss? And it's also going to slow you down on the bike. It's going to damage your recovery and mean you've got less touch points on the bike. Crazy. Look, but I fixed it. The next video is just for you. It will show you in more detail and a deeper dive how to apply the correct nutrition to make sure you get faster on the bike and not slower. Consider subscribing. I'm uploading videos multiple times per week so that you don't make the mistakes that I've seen so many other people make over the last 30 years. You keep smiling and keep spinning.